Would Rebekah actually be willing to go with this elderly servant to Abraham's household? At this moment, Laban brought the old servant into his house. Laban was Rebekah's brother. So the servant, the camels of Laban, they also gave fodder to the camels, and let the servant wash his feet, Then Laban set out a meal to give this old servant. There are also those who eat with the old servant. Laban said, "Please eat." But the old servant said, "I cannot eat for now. I must first explain my business clearly before I eat." Then Laban said, "Please speak." At that time, it seemed not only Laban was present, but also Laban's father, Bethuel, was there. Possibly Laban's mother was also there. And of course, Rebekah was there too. Possibly other family members were also present. When they saw this guest from afar, they warmly welcomed the old servant and listened as he spoke. Today, my master Abraham. The Lord has greatly blessed him, giving him many cattle, sheep, camels, and donkeys, and also many, many servants. He became an extremely wealthy man. When my master Abraham was old in age, his wife Sarah bore him a son. Call him Isaac. Thus, my master Abraham gave all his possessions to Isaac. Now Isaac has grown up. He is old enough, already of marriageable age. But my master Abraham did not allow us to take a wife for Isaac. Take a wife for Isaac from the local women. He said we must go to Abraham's homeland to take a wife for Isaac. So I came here. When I arrived at the well, I prayed, saying, "Lord, make my path clear." I prayed by the well. If I say to one of the young women coming to draw water, "Please give me a drink of water, and also give water to my camels," if this young woman replies, if this woman says to me, "Please drink," then she is the one whom the Lord has chosen, the wife you have prepared for your servant Isaac. Before I finished praying, Rebekah appeared. So I ran to Rebekah and said, "Please draw water for my camels to drink, and also draw water for me to drink." Then he said, "My lord, please drink, and I will immediately draw water for your camels." So she truly brought water for me to drink, and drew water for my camels to drink. Thus I knew the Lord had prepared a successful path for me, that the Lord had already. It has been decided to prepare Rebekah as a wife for my master's son Isaac. If you are willing to give Rebekah to me, my grand Isaac, the son of my master, please tell me. If you are unwilling, please also tell me, so I may know whether my path is successful or not. This old servant probably said something like this. After he finished speaking, they all exclaimed, "This is the Lord's will." The Lord had decided to give Rebekah to Isaac. So they all responded, both Bethuel and Laban. They all answered, "Since the Lord has spoken, since Jehovah has decided thus, then let Rebekah marry your master's son." So then, the old servant was able to eat. Brothers and sisters, see whether God granted this old servant a successful path. Let him marry a woman who is in accordance with God's will. To be Isaac's wife, indeed it is so. But the wonderful thing is, by the next morning at daybreak, the old servant then said, please send me back home. I will bring Rebekah back." The next day, he said he wanted to take Rebekah back. So Rebekah's family responded, saying, "Oh dear, our sister cannot leave so quickly. She can't go with you so soon. She can't go with you this quickly. At least let her stay with us for 10 days. For 10 days. At least 10 days. However, his old servant also said, "Since the Lord has granted me a successful journey, do not delay me. Please let me take this young woman back as soon as possible." But they said, "Oh dear, if you must leave so quickly, what should we do?" So they said, "Shall we call Rebekah and ask her whether she is willing to go?" Now, brothers and sisters, what do you think? Was Rebekah willing to draw water for the old servant on the first day? "My lord, please drink." Will you go with this old servant the next day? Would this Rebekah have the courage to go? We'll break down the next one. Amen.